So who's going first? Ruby, I didn't say something I didn't say something funny. Why are you laughing?
Because you burped twice, like 2 seconds before we started recording.
Well, one was a big, massive burp.
It was disgusting, and you were trying to talk to me and had to turn away to burp. You filthy animal.
Well, at least I didn't do it in your face.
Yeah, actually,
and then the
nice
second one I did with my mouth closed.
I don't know how that makes it any better.
He somehow has managed to do the most respectful burps.
It's more polite because then, you don't throw your gas in someone else's face. Because
Why are we talking about burping?
That's what burps are.
We know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So those video games, how they doing, Ruby?
They doing pretty good. Well, unfortunately, I haven't had much time to read over the script because Lucy made this week's script.
I did, and I did it last night after coming home from school and realising I have a lot of homework to do, and then realising I also had to do this, so I just kind of did it.
I did the challenge.
And then sent it to Ruby. It was like, your problem now. There you go.
I did the challenge time just this morning.
So we're very organised, clearly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
At
welcome.
least we have stuff
Welcome.
that is organised. So stay tuned because we'll be back on where we give you some did you knows.
About video games, not burps. Not burps,
Not
video
burps,
games.
Video games.
Soup Sunshine! Soup Galaxy! Soup Galaxy! Soup 3D World! Meow! Soup Odyssey! Soup 3D Land! Soup USA! I'm a soup star! Soup World! Your soup!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Head in the Game on...
Where we do TikTok dances.
Okay, Oscar, please stop. We're editing this out, by the way.
Yeah.
This is going in the out of context reel.
Oscar.
Follow us on TikTok. We don't have TikTok.
We don't have a TikTok.
We do have a YouTube channel, though.
Yay!
Plug. Gotta put in the necessary YouTube plug every now and then.
So, I wrote the script for today's meeting, for today's congruence. I don't even think that's a word. So, if you don't like it, you can take it up with our manager, aka me, and I will punch you. So don't take it up with me.
Or hug you, depending on how we're feeling
don't
today.
take it up with me. I will be very offended and I will start to cry. So if you don't like it, I don't care. Anyway.
It's
thank
okay,
you.
Lucy.
Thank you for the hug, Oscar.
You're welcome. I'm not going to stop hugging you.
Ruby.
Go away!
Oscar.
There are no adults. There are no adults in the building today, so we are unfortunately free reign with Oscar,
Oh. Yeah.
Home
but anyway,
Alone.
who just got sprayed with water by Ruby.
Has anyone seen Home Alone? That's a good
yes,
movie.
I have seen Home Alone.
Okay, so what do we have gaming wise that's
Okay.
happening?
Oscar, how about you start
Okay.
today?
Defender Expinary Point Tools thingy. So with the news on 7 News this afternoon, we have got a new record set by the Nintendo Switch. Sales-wise, it has officially outsold the Wii.
I thought it would do that a lot sooner, but apparently it took how many years? 5 years?
Five years.
2017, so 5 years.
By March, it'll be like 6 years old. I'm pretty sure.
No, I think by March it is turning 5. It came out in 2017.
Yeah, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2020. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah. The Nintendo Switch had relatively strong holiday sales, within 10.67 million Switches shipped between October and December, despite the global semiconductor shortage.
Semiconductor shortage. Try to say that 12 times fast.
Semiconductor shortage.
Semiconductor shortage.
That brings the
Semi-cucumber sleep.
Cucumber
I am
sleep.
trying to read the news. That brings the system's total sales to 103.54 million, meaning that it took just under 5 years to overtake the Wii's 101.63 million. Nintendo was clearly less affected by the supply chain issue than others. Sony, for example, announced last year that it has only shipped 3.9 million PlayStation 5 consoles in the same period.
I just want to know who bought like 0.9 of a PlayStation. Like, how do you get 3.9? Like, who's buying parts?
So it's like 3 million and then 900,000.
Oh, that
You
makes
don't know
more
how
sense.
math
I don't know how
works.
math
So
works.
technically, the Nintendo Switch has sold, well, rounded up to 103,540,000 copies.
Okay, but I still like to think of the idea of someone buying like a quarter of a Switch or like
you just
a
buy
third
a
of
PlayStation, there's like a little chunk of it taken out.
Yeah. I think like they can make this like the best-selling console of all time. They just need to surpass. I think it's the PlayStation 2's 154 million consoles sold.
Okay. And in other news, slightly less important news, in my opinion, please do not attack me. The celebrities of Fortnite's Battle Royale continue to grow, with the game adding 2 more musical stars in, Bruno Mars and Anderson Park. We spent like 10 minutes debating how to say his name. Is it Park or Pack?
Pat,
Whatever. This
There's
guy.
no E in it though.
The duo, who performed together under the moniker Silk Sonic, will be available in the Fortnite item shop starting February the 10th, though players will have a chance to get them early via in-game tournament on February the 7th. They will join the ranks of Ariana Grande, Marshmello, and Lil Nas X, to name a few. So, more
Yes.
celebrities in Fortnite. Who
Yes.
could have seen this coming?
Yes,
Wow.
the pinnacle of music royalty. Getting yourself in Fortnite.
I don't understand why all the big artists have to go on Fortnite.
Because Fortnite has slowly become like a money hungry, and they're like, you know what? Screw it. We're adding Spider-Man. We're adding Iron Man. We're adding Ray. We're adding a Stormtrooper. We're just gonna go.
We're adding Dwayne The
We're
Rock
gonna go
Johnson.
ask all these companies and say, hey, can we have your characters in Fortnite?
No, even added goddamn Naruto.
Really?
And
Yes.
Batman.
Wow.
They put Batman in, and like, the Stonks guy. I'm pretty
The
sure.
stonks.
Or maybe or maybe that was a mod that I saw. I don't know.
I think that was a mod. I just think that like it's so disingenuous, and it's nothing more than a money grab. But anyway, enough about my rants about capitalism. Ruby, what do you have to say?
Well, I'm very excited as to what's happening. I'm very excited for what I'm going to be talking about because I'm
Your favorite McDonald's meal? I bet it's a Happy Meal with the 4 chicken nuggets and the Barbie doll toy with your apple slices and apple juice.
You got one thing right, and that was the apple juice.
Apple
no, I eat at
juice.
KFC.
Wow, not
I didn't know
sponsored.
they had apple juice at KFC.
Hashtag
they
not
do.
sponsored. Okay.
Why do you drink apple juice of all things? Like,
I love
Tastes
apple
good.
juice. It's good. I like it better than orange juice. Orange juice is too tangy for me.
but why juice? Why not like soft drink or anything?
Okay.
I don't like bubbles. I hate bubbles. Bubbles suck.
So you have like just a
This is going in the
when
out of
you-
context.
When you have a bath, do you just have like just still water? No, like
No,
bubbles.
I'm not talking about like sitting in bubbles. I like drinking bubbles. I don't like
This is
drinking.
going in
So
out
you
of
like to
context.
sit in bubbles. That makes yourself a hypocrite.
Oh my goodness.
I don't like bubbles in drinks.
Okay.
But water is technically a drink.
Okay.
Exactly. That's why I don't like bubbly water, like
Hush.
sparkling water.
Hush.
So
Shut
by,
up.
by
Be
bathing
quiet.
in bubbling water,
Oh my God.
you're a hypocrite. Be
quiet,
drinking
Oscar.
bubbling water.
You're digging yourself into a very deep hole. Be quiet.
Good. I don't want to come out.
We'll bury you in there then. Okay.
All right.
So now Oscar's dead. All right, Ruby. Let's continue.
Let's talk. So, have any of
Oscar, please.
Oh, stop.
okay? So a little while ago, I think like around 2020-ish, Hazelight Studios, an indie developer, made a game called It Takes Two, which is a game about 2 parents getting a divorce and not getting a
What?
divorce. That's literally about the game. They go to get a divorce and some wacky magic happens and they become tiny and turn into dolls.
Sorry if I'm laughing.
Stupid.
Oscar's just dying on the floor here. Sorry.
All the blood is rushing to my brain, and I think I'm gonna pass out.
Please get up.
Okay.
Sit up. Oh yeah, you look like it.
All right, Ruby, would you care to explain what the news is?
The game developer of It Takes Two is working with DJ2 Entertainment to adapt the title for film and television.
Oh.
According to a report from Variety, Pat Casey and Josh Miller, the screenwriters behind the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Which we all love, don't we? It was,
okay. It was
the
okay.
best movie.
Totally.
Totally.
To adapt the game, although no studio or network has been attached to the project yet.
So, if you guys have seen my YouTube video on my YouTube channel, Sif Chicken, plug, you will know that I did a video on the Sonic the Hedgehog movie and said that I thought it was it was okay, but it didn't take advantage of it being inspired by Sonic the Hedgehog. So,
Yeah.
I don't know what that says for this game, but I'm still very interested in it. I haven't played It Takes Two, but I heard that it won Game of the Year.
Yeah, it won Game of the Year, and I can see why. It's a really, really fun game. Every level, depending on whether you're playing as May, the wife, or Cody, the husband, you get different power-ups. Like in the tree level, Cody gets a nectar gun, where you can fight blobs of nectar, and May gets a bazooka, which can blow up the nectar and create huge explosions. And
Wow.
it's the perfect two-player game. And honestly, the scene at the end made me cry. I get very emotional very easy. But anyway, I feel like this would probably do a little bit better than the Sonic movie because the Sonic the Hedgehog games have lots and lots of different stories from lots and lots of different
Yes.
games. Whereas this is just one game, one story that can easily be followed and very easily be taken into the movie scene.
The thing is, like, the Sonic the Hedgehog brand is bigger than It Takes Two.
Yeah, of course, it is a video
that's the reason why it got turned into a movie, because, like, pretty much everyone who was, like, a 90s kid knows about Sonic the Hedgehog to
Yeah.
to, like, either, oh, he's the Speedy Mouse from, like, that Sega game, or, oh, yeah, he's the hedgehog that runs really fast and has gone on lots of games.
Did you just call Sonic a speedy mouse?
Yeah. In early development, his code name was Needle Mouse.
That was his actual consideration for his name. It was Mr. Needle Mouse.
Mr. Needle Mouse.
That was going to be the final name.
What?
And he was actually going to be a
Oh,
rabbit.
A rabbit?
Yeah.
Anyway, but besides from that, I think I haven't played It Takes Two. I'm pretty interested in it because it got Game of the Year, and that's probably the only reason why I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
So, is it on Switch?
I don't know. I was about to say, I don't think so. I'll look up now.
Because it's on PC, isn't it?
Yes, it's on PC, PlayStation, and...
I don't think
No plans to announce it to the Switch, no.
I don't think it would be that out there to ask for a Switch version.
Yeah, it's
No.
on PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, and X and S.
It's like a relatively simple game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. There's no,
So-
like, big graphical difficulties. It is... You can play it online as well, and we all know how much we love the Nintendo Online subscription.
Oh, yeah, that definitely had a
$20 a
really
year.
great
$30
release.
a year,
$30 a
actually.
year.
It's $20 a year for Americans.
$30 a year, and you definitely don't get your money's worth. But anyway,
You play online, that's pretty much. But anyway,
Yeah, but anyway, that's all the Digi Knows we've got for today. But stay tuned on Ruby, Oscar, and Lucy,
hello.
where we do a thing that Lucy came up with.
Oh, yeah.
sometimes when I'm like coming up with ideas, I'm like, yes, I know what I'm going to do. I know I've got this good idea and I know what I'm going to do. And then when I finish it, I'm just like, that was probably like one of the worst ways I could have done it.
Yeah.
True, I get that all the time when I do cosplay videos. I got this really idea. It's gonna look so good. Then I'm like, I hate it. I don't like it.
Yeah. Well, I tend to find that sometimes I come up with a topic to talk about or to write like a thing about, and then I find out that I don't actually have, it's not like extensive enough to make like a whole
Yeah.
episode about or a
yeah.
whole video about, and it's really annoying. So we've decided to talk about games that we thought were a good idea, but the company making them just absolutely ruined it.
Or
So
games that we saw and were like, oh my gosh, were super excited for this, and then it comes and it's like, oh no.
What did you do?
Why did you do this?
Okay,
did you
so
do that?
first question is, what is a game you bought and you expected it to be really good, but you were disappointed by it?
I'll go first. I'm probably gonna have to say Mario Golf.
Yeah.
I thought you liked Mario Golf.
I liked Mario Golf, but there's only so many ways that I can play golf and it not be boring.
Yeah, true.
I just watched someone play VR golf the other day, so please don't judge me.
What were they?
It's not that it's.
What tuber were they?
Curtis Connor.
Okay, no, the one.
It's it's not that it was like bad or anything. It was just like it was really boring, and like the adventure mode is like I haven't finished the adventure mode because I kind of gave up on the game. Like I bought it because I'm
You buy every Mario game.
no, like I want to play. I'm like, you know what? I need a new game because I've pretty much tired myself out with all the other ones. I'll get Mario Golf just for laughs. And it wasn't like funny at all. It was just there.
Cash grab.
It was basically a cash grab, but not as much of a cash grab as like Mario Tennis Aces was.
Oh.
Mario Tennis Aces is like it's better than Ultra Smash on the Wii U.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than that. It's just that no, tennis just kind of got boring. Like I didn't play Tennis Aces, but I did get Golf Super Rush, and I don't know. I just felt like I wasted my money with it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think honestly about a
I know
game
mine.
that I got.
I know mine.
Yeah. Okay. You go first, while I still think.
I bought Super Smash Brothers,
Oh yeah.
and I was really excited about it. So I was like, now I have Super Smash Brothers. I'm like one of the cool kids. And I touched it like twice, and I was like, no, this is terrible. I didn't enjoy it. I think just fighting games aren't my thing.
Yeah.
Is that normal? I feel like everyone loves fighting games, and there's just me, and they just don't.
No. You do.
They stress me out to a point where it's not even fun to play.
Yeah, you do get kinds of games where you're like, this is a really like good game, but I just don't like playing it.
Personally, yeah.
That was how I felt when I first played Pikmin 3 on the Wii U. When I first tried it at my cousin's house, it gave me heckin' anxiety. It gave me a lot of anxiety, in fact, at the time. So I was like, no, I'm going to sit it down. I'm not going to think about it anymore. And then I played it again. I watched lots of videos on it and like researched about the Pikmin franchise. I played it when the deluxe version came out, and I'm like, oh, I actually really, really like this.
So no, I ended up giving away Super Smash Brothers, and I found out the kid who got it, he loves it, so I'm really happy about that. So, next question I have is, what games do you think could have been really good in concept, but the studio just, like, when they made the game, it just didn't work properly?
Well, I'm gonna go back to like, do you remember when like every single year there was like a new Skylanders or a new Disney Infinity or like a new
I really wanted Disney Infinity. I really wanted to get that.
I'm talking, like, I was one of those kids that was like, yes, that looks super cool. So I got Disney Infinity 2.0 with all the Marvel stuff for Christmas. Then I bought Disney Infinity 3.0 with my own money and Lego Dimensions with my own money.
Lego Dimensions was good.
Yeah, Lego Dimensions was good. Like, these Toys to Life games, they didn't really get better. They just got...
I see what you mean.
They just got...
More inclusive.
They got, like... I guess you could say like overwhelming because you've got like
so many of them.
Skyland, so Skylanders Spyro's Adventure came out in 2011, and it was really cool seeing like this new concept of like putting a figure on this portal and it appearing in the game. It was like so cool, even though what it was basically like replacing was like a character selection screen. So, like, and then as the years went on and then Skylanders games kept on coming out, and then many more companies like Disney and Lego.
Amiibo came out. Amiibo was still technically the same thing.
Yes, but it wasn't as, like...
Egregious.
There
you go.
Well, I guess not, but it definitely did become egregious, and then it just became like, oh yeah, it's this thing here, you can have it if you want. Whereas with, like... Skylanders, Lego Dimensions, and Disney Infinity, like, hey, buy this so you can have more fun. Whereas Amiibo was like, yeah, just get this.
Because we're Nintendo and we know you're going to buy it.
Yeah.
Toys to Life.
I just feel like Toys to Life while like a really cool idea, it just got oversaturated with like it just flooding store shelves, and all the customers were like, "Is this really worth buying a $100 game every single year just for like a novelty that's not really that amazing anymore?"
Makes sense. I honestly agree. Toys to Life, probably overused category. Ruby,
Yes.
what games do you think were overhyped and got a lot of attention and everyone was super excited about it? The news feeds were buzzing and then they came out and everyone was like, oh, this is what happened.
I think I'm going to probably say the game that everybody probably first thought of, and that's Sonic 06.
Yes.
Because at that time, it was Sonic's
15th anniversary.
15th anniversary. It was supposed to be this big, amazing, cool new game, adding new characters, new areas,
New lore.
They had freaking humans.
They had humans in the Sonic game, and then it turned out to be hot garbage.
Oh.
Yeah. They
They
also had the GBA version of the Sonic the Hedgehog game. That was also terrible.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I feel like where they went wrong is not really necessarily about how the game like initially looks and like the story, because I feel like with a couple of tweaks here and there, the story could be easily fixed. It's just the programming, the bugs and everything.
yeah, like the thing is, like these games that were like really hyped up, but then when upon release, it's like, ugh, why? Is not because like, oh, they have a few bugs, ill, or like the game is just bad. It's just the fact that these games weren't given enough development time.
Yeah.
Everyone, they were rushed out. Yeah.
Because it was so hyped. Everyone was so excited for it, and like the company's like, wow, we gotta
need
get
to get
this
this out,
We gotta
yeah.
get this out.
Yeah.
Another example of this is Cyberpunk 2077. Which you've probably like heard about it in the news in like a couple of
I've had something that
a
it was
year
like
or so ago. It was like really hyped up, like in like E3 2018 or 19. Like they showed the trailer at like the Xbox showcase, and everyone was just mind blown. Everyone was dropped. It's like, it's not like a typical. This didn't look like a typical game where you're like, oh, go up to this character and just they say one or three repeated phrases to you. It's like every single character was programmed, like they go about their day, they go to the shops, they go home, they like do illegal things. I don't know. It was like really in depth. But then upon release, it was really buggy. It was like, it wasn't even that exciting. Like you go up to someone and they, just say, oh, what a lovely day. Oh, go to this mission objective. And it was just like, they had like a really in-depth character creator, but you were playing in the first person.
So you couldn't really see
You
your
couldn't really
character.
see a character. It's just...
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually say Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it was announced, like, was it in like late 2020?
Mid 2020, it was first released, and it kept getting delay after delay, but we kept getting lots of posters and all that.
People were like so excited for it, and the fans were like cosplaying, and people were making
cosplay
posts
from the
about
trailer.
it. And everyone was super excited just from the trailers. And then it came out this year. Oh, last year. Did it come out last year?
It came out December last year.
December last year. I only found out about it this year, and apparently it had a very rocky release. It was very glitchy.
rocky.
There were loads of
I
problems.
honestly didn't know that it released until I saw videos about it on YouTube.
I didn't know it released until one of my friends encouraged me to watch Markiplier's playthrough of it, and I'm like, oh wow, this is glitchy. But it's cool. It's a good game. Don't be discouraged if you want to play it.
I actually wanted to stop and say that this was the game that I wanted to say for game that I was really hyped up for, but I think that they kind of presented it kind of iffy because with the way that the game was going, you would think that it would be like a really super stealth game with like it's a really big map, but it's still got
It's a huge map. What are you talking about?
I
It
know-
is
I know
big.
that.
It's
I know
a
that.
freaking pizza plaza.
No, it is huge. Yeah,
I know.
Oh my
Can
goodness.
I continue?
me. Yes.
Yeah, and like they kind of like advertise it at this sort of like dark environment, like all the lights are turned off, and then you actually get the game and like 90% of the game is just running.
running
You don't
around.
even have to hide. You just run.
Yeah, the other
and
thing
pray.
that struck me as odd is when I watched the trailers, I noticed there was a lot of emphasis on the childcare area,
The daycare?
the daycare, and the daycare attendant, and like that kind of creepy
ball pit,
childish
yeah.
thing, and he was in the ball pit and stuff. But that takes up like 1/3, not even a third of the entire.
Yeah,
game.
it's,
that is like
if
the
you do it right,
tiniest
it takes
section
like
of the
10
game.
minutes.
This is
and
the
that's
tiniest
it.
section of the game, and they hyped it up so much.
And then you never see the sun animatronic again. That makes me so mad.
No, he comes back like when you repair Freddy. He comes back and he's like,
What? No, I'm talking about the sun, not the moon.
"Oh, the moon
The
comes back."
moon
but
comes
the sun
back every
doesn't.
hour, and he's just a little twat.
Naughty boys deserve to be punished. Okay,
Shush.
Take a map.
Yes.
Take a map.
Take a map.
they're so
Take a
funny,
map.
and they scared the living daylights out of
Yes.
me.
It's
Yeah.
just like, whoa, take a map.
Yeah, it's like we know
Take a
what
map.
we're
Take a
doing.
map.
We know what
And
we're
it's
doing.
just like, are you gonna like jump scare me? Take a map.
Oh no, and you know the scariest part of the game isn't the animatronics, it's those stupid security robots that jump scare you and summon the
yeah,
animatronics.
and they jump scare you even when you're standing like a good 2 meters away. It's weird.
Last question. Do you think it's possible for a game to sound good on paper but turn out bad, or do you think where there's a will, there's a way? So do you think that any game can kind of work if you do it right, or do you think that it's possible for a game to just be doomed from the start? And
Well,
not work?
I think if you give games enough time, enough development, enough resources, and enough funding, you can definitely pull off basically anything.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
There is a will, there's a way. It's just that these companies, they see like the overwhelming positive feedback. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this game. And they think of it as, oh no, if we don't release this in I don't know, in about 6 months from now, this game is just gonna
It's going to
flop.
disappear.
It's gonna disappear. If we delay it, people are going to get outraged and say no. But the opposite is true.
Yeah.
If you delay it, people are gonna go, oh my gosh. So it's so amazing how they're putting so much time and care. Yeah, it sucks that you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, but that's
Beggars can't be
that's-
choosers.
Beggars can't
Yeah.
be choosers, and plus that's going to create even more hype because you're putting more care and effort into it.
Yeah. With what you said, again, bringing it back to the Sonic 06 situation, if I was working at Sega, if I was the head of story at Sega, and this employee
should be, Ruby.
and this employee came up to me and said, I've got a good story about time-traveling hedgehogs, a princess that can't cry or she'll unleash literal Satan, a literal fire beast, and also you have to walk around and talk to people. Not everything is fast-paced levels. I would have fired that man on the spot. But I feel like you said, with enough tweaking and enough like adjustments, it could have probably been done.
I think I don't think like the story or the gameplay or like any of the bugs is what the problem with Sonic 06 was. It was just the time development.
Yeah.
It was basically they announced it with like barely anything to show, like just a couple of cutscenes, and then they're like, "All right, 6 months later, here's the game." I don't like it's not a good idea, but re-release Sonic 06 and make it actually good.
Yeah, some people are actually... There's actually a group of modders out there that are trying to remake Sonic 06 from the ground up.
Yeah.
Trying to, like, get rid of all the bugs and everything.
Isn't they're like recreating Sonic 06 in like the Sonic Generations?
Yeah, they're doing that
engine?
with Sonic Unleashed, too.
Yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
Well, that's fascinating stuff. I'm glad we could have a discussion about that because I worried that would be too much of like a dry topic and we wouldn't be able to talk about it. But seems we have a lot of opinions on everything.
we have opinions on everything.
All right, then. Stay tuned on where we do another one of Lucy's really weirdly named segments.
Also known as we just go on a rant for like 10 minutes. So enjoy that.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big fish, little fish. Big fish, little fish. Big fish, little fish. Cardboard box. Here we go. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box.
We don't know the rest of it. So So if you want to know the explanation behind that, it's because when I was writing the script, the title for this section was Big Shark Eats the Little Fish. So enjoy that. Anyway, we do have a no singing rule on this.
That wasn't singing. That was
not singing. That was
rapping.
That was not rapping.
That was like saying
Speaking in rhythm.
Speaking in rhythm.
It was poetry. It was pure poetry.
Poetry.
All right, so
Bob the Builder is a true poet.
we need to talk about a devastating thing that is destroying the video game industry.
COVID-19.
Yes, that and the
Subconnectors not being available.
Yeah.
And companies buying smaller companies because
Capitalism.
Capitalism.
Because
Yes. So that is what we're here to discuss today is the big fish, the big sharks eating the little fish. The big companies like Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo are buying the smaller companies and indie developers up. Sometimes because without these companies, the indie developers would go bankrupt and they need to sell themselves to these companies in order to stay afloat.
And then there's the money-hungry reasons. When the company is perfectly fine on its own, but they're like, hey, now make us games.
That's Disney, but like with movies.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, so Sony has bought Bungie.
Bungie.
In case you didn't know,
Bungie.
the company that is the development company that is responsible for Halo and Destiny. And the reason they did this is because they wanted to include Halo and Destiny into like they're planning on making more PlayStation Now style things.
Yeah.
Because we all know how great PlayStation Now is. It's totally not terrible.
Yes.
Xbox. Was it Xbox? What is it called?
Xbox Game Pass.
Xbox
which is,
Game Pass is a lot
it's
better.
a great deal. Like,
yeah, Xbox Game Pass is worth it.
You can get like 3 months for $1 at some points.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sony, not Sony now. PlayStation Now is definitely, I wouldn't say it's worth it. They've got like 3 actually good games and the rest are just really old games that no one cares about.
PlayStation.
But that's PlayStation. So yeah, they want to make more PlayStation Now style things. So they swept up Bungie and decided they were going to include games like Halo and Destiny.
Yeah. But
Even though, aren't they already on?
they're
They're on
PlayStation.
Xbox.
No,
aren't they?
Halo is exclusive to Xbox and
Yes,
has been
I thought so.
ever since the very beginning, and
What
I
about
don't think that's
Destiny?
going to stop.
Is Destiny also?
But Destiny is also, but
No, Destiny's on PC as well.
is on PC
Yeah.
as well. But here's the thing:
So is Halo, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure.
PlayStation and Xbox have been more willing to put their IPs that they own onto other platforms such as PC, and most recently, the first ever Sony published game has been released on the Switch, which was PGA Tour, PGA 2022.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods PGA 2022, which is a golf game.
Ooh.
But once Nintendo makes games, they kind of hog them and keep them to themselves.
Yeah,
They're
because-
like, no, mine.
Yeah, because
Yeah, and
my
in that
game.
same way, they kind of block out other people and other kind of games.
I
as
think
well.
like that's the same thing, but when every game is on every platform, what's the point of having multiple consoles?
Yeah.
And if there are some games exclusive to it, that means more
You
competition.
give incentive
that
to buy
you
other
get
consoles.
incentive to buy it, and that gives the companies more incentive to try harder, get more exclusives. That's why companies like
Yes.
Xbox and PlayStation buy companies, whereas
That's-
whereas Nintendo, they don't necessarily do that because
No.
most of their IPs like Mario and Zelda, they've built like since the 80s.
Yeah,
So-
they don't like buy indie companies. They just let them have their time to shine on the Switch.
That's
Hence the indie directs and all that thing.
Yeah.
So, the YouTuber Drew Gooden made a video called, I don't remember what it's called. I'm so bad at this. But it was a video where he compared the value of PlayStation Now and Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
And something he said was that Xbox Game Pass had a lot more exclusives on it, whereas
Yes.
PlayStation Now was filled with games that kind of was just PlayStation going, here, remember this game from when
Yeah.
we were like, you know, a new company and we made like this game that was kind of bad and no
Yeah.
one bought it, but like it's our game, so ta-da, you
if you
can get it
look
for free now.
Yeah, but if you look back in the years, Xbox was in that situation and PlayStation was on top. PlayStation was creating exclusive games.
Yeah,
and
I
exclusive
have a
games.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it's PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 era. They're making exclusive games like The Last of Us, God of War, all those kinds of games. They were like pumping out, whereas Xbox were kind of like they didn't have like a strong. They didn't have at the beginning. They were like throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what would stick, and what did stick was Halo, Gears of War, and Forza. So that's why many people just buy Xboxes for Halo or for Gears of War or Forza, which is why I think like PlayStation is better in terms of exclusives, but I think Xbox is better in terms of like a broader demographic because most people buy like their Xbox for Halo, and since Xbox doesn't do much more exclusives outside of that, they buy third-party games, whereas if you're on a PlayStation, you're mainly going to buy first-party PlayStation games, and same with Nintendo.
For those of you who don't know, this is going to sound very weird because we literally we've just been talking for like 6 minutes, but PlayStation Now and Xbox Game Pass are actually game subscription services where you pay a subscription fee and then you get access to a bunch of games. Yeah, just in case anyone didn't know. So,
I was just curious, what IP is Spyro under?
That's under Universal, but I consider Spyro a dead franchise, honestly. They got like the Reignited trilogy, but that's a remake and not necessarily a new game. So I consider Spyro a dead franchise,
Spyro
honestly.
the Dragon.
Yeah, but he was a PlayStation exclusive, but same with Crash, but then they became like third-party games on like Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox. So
okay, that was just a question.
Something I wanted to ask is, does this make you hate big companies, or does this make you hate small indie developers for selling themselves to big companies or for giving themselves up to big companies, or do you not really care?
I honestly don't care, because the more companies that get bought, yes, that seems a bit money hungry, especially when the company itself is doing just fine.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like,
they just want to make more money.
Yeah, but I don't really like comparing it to like Disney. I don't think that's fair, because when Disney bought Pixar, it was because they had trouble negotiating an argument and negotiating terms of agreement.
But the thing is, Pixar still makes Pixar exclusive movies that aren't involved with Disney.
But they're under the Disney brand. There are Disney Pixar movies, not just Pixar movies.
Okay. A question I actually want to ask you guys is, when a indie company or like a small development group come up with a game and it goes viral, such as Minecraft, and then obviously, Microsoft bought Mojang.
Yeah.
This happens a lot, actually. A smaller creator will get like a viral game and then a big company will buy them. Do you think this is inevitable for an indie developer? Do you think that if they get a viral hit, do you think it's just inevitable they'll get bought up?
No, absolutely not. I don't think so, because like we've seen earlier with It Takes Two, that game went viral and it got Game of the Year.
Yeah,
but we haven't heard of them being bought by anyone. It's still by, who was it? Hazelight. Hazelight Studios still own the rights to It Takes Two.
I think
it's not necessarily the be-all or end-all option to be bought by a bigger company. It's just if it's in a little bit of a better, like a worse state than it was like before the game came out. Like, when they'll have like financial issues or something, probably.
I'm just gonna say, like, I don't consider like It Takes Two to be a viral game or like a popular game. Like, it is really good, and it's like it has its fans, but it's not like as big as Minecraft or Fortnite or Among Us or FNAF, because like those games being bought out, like, Microsoft bought Mojang. They didn't necessarily say, all right, Minecraft's going to be exclusive to Xbox. No.
You can get it on pretty much any platform.
You can still get Minecraft on pretty much anything. Your PC, your iPad, your phone, your Switch, your PlayStations.
I've got it on my Switch.
Whatever like portable device or like gaming device that you have, there's a way for you to play Minecraft.
Except MacBooks. They took Minecraft off of MacBooks back
Really?
in like 2015 or something. Yes.
I think you could still do it. It's just
No, you can't. You have to get like an illegal like Windows 10 version. It
And what's
doesn't
wrong
work
with that?
properly. It doesn't work properly because it's not Windows 10. It's a MacBook.
Well, I think I saw like I could download my Mac on anyway. But anyway, it's just that I don't think it's the end. It's just that if you're just gonna buy, I think like word to like big companies listening to this, it's highly unlikely that you are. But when
Very
you buy like a certain studio and they have like games that are viral and are like they're on other platforms, don't take them away from those platforms. Just because they're bought for you, that just because you own them doesn't mean you have to limit them to just your console. Because, you know, you saw Microsoft buy Minecraft and it's still basically on everything. So like if you buy a game, just let it buy a studio, just let it have its roam free ability.
All right. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, after that little tangent, stay tuned on another round of Oscars challenge time.
Oh dear.
Yeah, boys.
Lightning McQueen here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oscars Challenge Time. Now here's your host, Oscar Burgermeister. Hello everybody, welcome to Head in the Game and Oscars Challenge Time for today. Today has no particular theme, it's just a bunch of random questions that I found.
Wow.
I know.
Oscar, normally there's a lot more shouting and screaming on your end, but...
Okay. Hello, everyone! Welcome to Head in the Game!
You had to open your mouth.
I really did. I'm sorry.
So when I was writing the score sheet, I wrote R for Ruby and then the number 4 for Lucy.
Why?
What? We're doing a quiz. We're not playing bingo.
I don't know why. Anyway, we're going to stick to the same system. We're going to take turns.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, decide goes first. 3 guesses each. If you don't get it, it goes to the next person. All right.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Nice, I win again.
Ruby
Damn it.
goes first.
Ugh.
3 for 3, baby.
Okay,
I did rock and she did
So I
paper.
just took some random ones that I found on a website. So some of these may be a bit hard, but you learn something new every day. Anyway,
It sounds very ominous. You took them from a website.
I took them from a website. Well, one of them I made up myself. Anyway, question 1. The most popular sports video game of all time is named after which former professional coach?
What? Oh, okay. Which professional coach?
Coach.
Most
Ventura Tennis?
It's not your turn.
Damn it.
Insura tennis?
No.
Ventura
Damn it,
Tennis.
I'll give you a hint. Oh, you know what? If you can give me his last name, that'll be it.
Mario Golf. I'm joking.
It's not your turn still.
Can you repeat the question again, please?
The most popular sports video game of all time is named after which former professional coach?
Former professional coach.
Former professional coach.
Okay. Is it FIFA?
No.
No.
But the video game series is named after this coach's last name.
Oh, okay. It's a series. Okay.
It's a series of video games.
Can I know when the last came out?
Well, considering these games are yearly games, they came out, you know, they're the NBA 2022, WWE 2K 2022. It's one of those games like FIFA.
Oh, okay.
I would have thought it was FIFA.
Sport.
See, can you tell we don't really play sport games?
No, we don't. We don't because they're all the same.
True.
Okay.
Besides from like
I
the different
know
sports.
one other, but I don't think that's it. I just gotta take a shot in the dark. Is it Forza?
No.
What is it?
It's your turn to guess.
You get 3 guesses now.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh.
Do I get half a point if I guess the sport?
You can guess the sport for half a point, sorry.
Is it football?
Yes, but which form of football?
Oh.
It's not Australian football.
No, it's not Australian
So
football.
it must be like soccer.
No, it's not soccer.
Do you mean rugby?
I'll give you American football.
American football. That is
So that's
basically
half a
rugby.
point.
Okay.
If you don't have to get his first name, but if you can get his last name, I'll give you the other half of the point.
What are you thinking, Lucy?
I don't know.
Come on, let's read this up.
I don't play sporting games.
Have you heard
First
of
game
one?
I played was a princess game.
Anyway,
What is it?
Nobody cares.
What
you
is
give
it?
up? All right.
Yeah.
It's John Madden.
Would never would have gotten that.
You never heard of Madden?
Nope, never heard of it.
You have?
It's like it's like one of the most popular sporting games.
Yeah, well, you're
in
the only one
America.
out of us who's
They're
gone
like-
to America.
America,
You're the
Oh,
only one out of us
it
who's
started
gone
in
to
like
America.
1996, and it's like gone in every game since. So Lucy gets half a point,
Oh.
and Ruby gets
Because I guessed
none.
the sport. I got
Yes.
You're winning.
Yeah.
somehow.
Alrighty, Lucy. Question 2.
Hello. I is here. I
Yes.
is me.
Here is the second question of the day.
Mm-hmm.
What is the letter of the day? No. Alongside Universal Interactive Studios, who else developed Crash Bandicoot?
Ruby will know this one because
Yes.
I've never played Crash Bandicoot, but she plays it.
I don't play it, no.
Oh, well, she likes it.
I know a lot about it.
And she stalked the game.
Can you
essentially.
stop, Ruby?
I don't. Oh my gosh. No, it's not Sony Entertainment. Is it? What's it called again? Universal?
I already said they were one of them.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
who was the other one? That doesn't count as a guess.
Xbox?
No. Strike one.
Oh, if I had an idea in my head, but I've forgotten it now. Ubisoft.
No. Strike two.
Oh.
Ruby, stop.
Ruby's panting like a dog. Okay. I honestly don't know.
Okay, here's a clue. Dog.
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 What?
That's a clue.
That's a clue. Dog.
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 Pretty sure no character in Crash Bandicoot's a dog.
No.
No.
But what?
What about the
the
developers?
company has something to do with dogs.
Dog.
Woof Entertainment. I don't know.
Gorp.
Nap. Strike three, Ruby.
It's Naughty Dog.
Yes.
Never would have gotten that. Never heard that
Okay, so Ruby has 1 full point. Lucy has half a point. All right. Ruby.
Yes?
Question 3. When was Super Smash Bros. For Wii U released? Now, I don't want the year. I want the full specific date.
What?
Yes.
Do I get half a point if I
Okay.
get the year?
No.
Yeah, give her half a point because I got half a
Fine.
point for
You
guessing
can get
this book.
half a point for a year.
Me.
Okay, what year did it come out?
Yeah. Oh shoot. Okay.
You can't even get the year.
I'm just saying, like, bro, that's unfair.
When you're like, yes, this
The
is so easy.
decade?
No, I don't have
The decade, the century, the millennium,
okay.
the
so,
time zone, the space-time continuum, the galaxy.
Okay. I know it was at least sometime between like 14 and 17 because that's like around the Wii U use time span.
Actually, the Wii U came out in 2012.
Yeah, 12 to 17 because it went for 5 years.
I'll give you a hint. It came out on the Wii U.
Thanks for that, matey.
It came out on the Wii U so much that it's in the damn name.
Yeah, Smash Brothers Wii U, we know that.
Okay, so what year did the Wii U come out then?
2012.
2012.
He just said that.
Oh, okay. So
I know that. Stop talking. I'm answering the question now. Why are you telling me to shush?
I don't know.
Because you're making the most noise
Anyway, okay. I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark.
for the year.
What? Yes, for the year.
Yeah.
2015.
No.
Damn it.
Strike one.
Can I get like an early or late of the Wii U's times life?
Early or late 2010s?
Early 2010s, mid life cycle.
Okay.
Like before the system was like declared dead to fans.
Yeah, okay. Shamalama Ding Dong. 2013?
No.
2014.
Yes.
Nice. I got the year.
You got the
Here
half
we
point
go.
for the year.
Point. I'm gonna say.
Now what date?
I don't know why I keep thinking July. July 17th.
No.
Okay.
When
Okay.
did it come out?
No, it's your turn to guess.
I don't know. I honestly.
Just guess.
August the 2nd.
No. Strike one.
September the 3rd.
You're close. Strike two.
So it's September.
Yeah, in September.
Oh, no.
September
Don't actually get this.
the 20th.
No, it was
Oh.
September the 13th, 2014.
Oh my god, I was
wow.
actually
You said July, didn't you?
I said July, yes.
The 3DS version actually came out in like the winter time, so it might have come out in July. So
that's
you
probably
were
what I'm
on
thinking
track
of.
for like the 3DS version.
But
Okay.
we're not talking about the 3DS.
But
we're
anyway.
talking about the Wii U.
Anyway,
Don't you have a Wii U?
Yes. I don't look up the dates of the games I buy. I'm not that obsessed. What do you think I am?
Are you sure?
I thought you did your research before you came in here.
I didn't know that was a question that I was going to be answering.
Well, it's like preparing for an exam. You should
Okay.
prepare for the questions you don't think you'll get answered.
Okay.
Anyway, so Ruby, you've got 1.5 points. Lucy's got half a point. So we're going back to Lucy. You've got.
Wait, I didn't get anything for getting September.
No, yeah, you get half a point.
Oh, I got 1 point then.
No.
You're on 1 point. Ruby's on 1.5.
Okay.
Okay, Lucy. Question 4. What is the name of the circular object used to collect Pokemon?
The Pokeball.
Yes.
Yay! Oh! Okay, that is almost infuriatingly easy. Like, you don't trust me.
Okay, fine.
Well, to be fair, I do get
Yes,
everything
but
wrong, so...
you always get the hard questions. I'm giving Ruby all the hard questions.
Ruby.
Though. Okay, here's a pretty hard question.
Oh, no.
What does the name Nintendo mean?
Is it in Japanese?
Whoa.
You know how like every name has a meaning?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of Nintendo?
Like Smiggle, a smile with a giggle.
Really?
Yeah, did you not know that?
No.
That's literally their slogan,
That's
smile with a giggle.
That's probably like the simplest thing ever, mate. You're such a 5-year-old.
I researched this stuff.
Okay, Nintendo.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Nintendo.
I feel like I've heard this before, but I've forgotten it.
It's really like weird, but
I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, I get it, I guess.
Sure. They had a name in the 1800s or 1889, like the late. That's when they were founded in like the late
Yeah.
1800s.
What did they start by making?
Cards.
Playing cards. They went to taxis, then to cooking rice, then to Game and Watch, and then to home consoles. Ruby.
Okay.
Wow, interesting.
I'm just gonna say some. You said it was something weird, so I'm just gonna guess like Oh God, I don't even know what to guess. Games for kids? I don't know.
No, strike one. It has nothing to do with video games. Because they had the name in the 1800s before video games were even a thing.
Yeah, okay. Abundant Life.
No. Strike two, but you're kind of on the right track.
Oh, really?
You're kind of. Not really, but kind of.
Okay.
It's something to do with abundance.
Something to do with eternal life.
Oh, eternal life. Okay.
Eternal Life to the Emperor? I don't know.
No, strike
Japanese
three.
culture.
Lucy.
Pretty sure Japan is a monarchy, not a dictatorship.
Anyway, but get out of our government heads. This isn't the prequel trilogy.
It means spice of life. I don't know.
No.
No, okay.
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice. Is it something to do with Japanese culture that we wouldn't know?
Not
Because
really.
we're literally the wisest people ever.
Not really. I wouldn't say so.
All right. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
You give up?
Yeah.
Alright. Since none of you would probably get this, it's Leave Luck in Heaven.
Whoa.
Luck in heaven.
Okay.
That's what Nintendo means, according to the website. Anyway, Lucy,
Yeah.
question 6. Which company released the first simulator flight game?
Oh.
Oh, was it PlayStation?
No, strike 1. Which company, not which gone.
Sony?
No. I'll just keep that with your PlayStation answer anyway.
Ah.
I
First
think I
flight
know.
simulator game. Was it Nintendo?
No, strike 2.
No, it wouldn't have been Nintendo, would it?
No.
We've talked about the flight simulator games on the show before.
Fight or flight?
Flight.
Like planes.
Yes.
Yes.
Ruby,
My-
stop helping her.
I've got a lot of them actually for PlayStation 2. That's why I thought of PlayStation.
Yeah, well,
I've got so many.
what's...
When did it come out?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, but think of it. Flight simulator. The company's name is literally in the title of the game.
Flight simulator.
No. Ruby.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yes.
Here we go!
Really?
We've
Yes.
talked about it before.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yes. Okay.
Ah,
Anyway.
damn it.
So Ruby is on 2.5 points. Lucy, you're on 2 points.
Still in the lead, baby.
By half a point. Anyway. Ruby,
Yes.
in what game did the character Sonic appear for the first time?
I actually know this.
You do.
Oh, I know what it was. I don't know what the game was called though. Damn it.
Tell us what you know.
Okay, I know that it first appeared as like this really weird piece of artwork in an arcade car racing game.
It's not a piece of artwork.
No, artwork. No, it was.
No.
It was something to do with the. Am I right with the car game? At
Yes,
least.
you're right with
Yes,
the car
I'm right
game.
with the car game. I knew it was something along the lines of that. Like, I don't know. The guy that held the flag. I don't know. It was something to do with the car game. I don't know what the game is called though. Could I at least get a half a point for the car game?
I was gonna say, I know it's not my turn, but I was gonna say, was he on one of the cars? Was he like the theme
He
of the
was
car?
like, he's not physically in the car,
No, but it's like,
like
one of the cars decorated as Sonic.
no.
No.
It's like, this was before the first Sonic the Hedgehog
Yeah, I know,
game.
I'm aware of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just tell me how Sonic was represented, and that for half a point, and then the other half can go to the guessing.
Was
bee
he a
game.
mouse?
No.
No,
Go.
he was a sticker you could put on your car.
No.
No.
Because nobody knew who Sonic was at this time. He was just like a little reference to something that they hadn't released yet.
Oh, was he on one of like the? Frick. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I know I should know this, but I don't
You know, I'll
You're
give
probably
you.
gonna get
I'll
really
give you
annoyed
half
when
a
you
point
hear
for
it.
guessing a car game.
I'm
Because I
gonna
feel
get myself
sorry.
when I hear
Yeah.
Anyway, Lucy, you're not gonna know this, are you?
No.
All right, I'll just tell you. Sonic first appeared as an air freshener in the 1991 Sega game Red Mobile.
Oh, do you mean like one of those like things you hang up in
Yes.
your car?
on your
Yes.
rearview mirror thing.
Alrighty.
Oh, I'm
Okay, so
Ruby's
Ruby,
just put her headband over her eyes.
Ruby, you're on 3 points. Lucy's on 2.
Of
Lucy,
course I am,
If you
yes.
get this question right, you tie with Ruby.
Yes.
Ruby, if you get this question right,
You win.
something happens. I don't know.
You win.
Lucy, Kingdom Hearts is a crossover between what two popular IPs?
Final Fantasy
Yeah.
and Disney.
Yes.
Whoa, you got it!
They're
We're
two
at a
game
tie,
franchises.
and
They're-
I don't have a tiebreaker.
They're two game franchises I actually know a decent amount about.
Wow.
Please don't quiz me on Final Fantasy, please.
I'm not going to.
What is Cloud's last name?
I have no idea.
What is Cloud's last name?
I
I don't even know.
Cloud cumulus.
What?
That's not true. I
That
lied.
doesn't make any
I'm a
sense.
big fat Kokichi.
What?
Kokichi.
I've got music here.
Oh, not another one.
Guess it. The first person to guess it wins.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Ruby, you're probably gonna win this.
Oh, that's the invincibility thing from Mario.
it is. But it sounds very different.
It's the
It's the
Is it from Super Mario Sunshine?
the superstar.
no.
Superstar theme?
No, it's not the superstar theme. It's not the
It sounds like the superstar theme though.
it's not the superstar theme though.
Is it like the Golden 8, like when you get all of them?
No.
Like all the... No?
All 7 of the Chaos Emeralds. That's Sonic.
No. Is it like when you get all the, like when you get that thing where you have like all the power-ups?
No.
Oh, the 8 from Mario.
The
Kart.
8 for Mario
no.
Kart.
Is it Rainbow Mario?
No.
The Rainbow Road?
No.
Is it from Super Mario Sunshine? I'm pretty sure.
No,
it
it's
is.
not from
No?
Super Mario Sunshine.
That big orchestral dun 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 dun.
Hang on, no, that's not it. That's not it. Change the music. Hang on. Play it again.
Okay.
You're gonna
But it's
bang
the
your head
same-
against the table.
It's the same tune as the...
I've 100%
No,
heard this before.
it's similar, but it's not.
But the bass line is the same.
Yeah.
Is it from Super Mario RPG?
No.
Oh, damn it, I thought I had it. Would we know it?
You would know it.
Is it from like race or Sonic, like not
It's
Sonic?
not from a Sonic.
Is it from like Mario Kart?
No, it's not from a Mario Kart. It's from a mainline Mario game.
Mainline
So
Mario.
no RPG
Mario 2?
game, so like
It's a galaxy!
no. Although it's like there was a version of this played in Mario Galaxy.
All right, I think we need to hear it again. I think.
I'm gonna hit myself.
You're going to
I feel like that bit in the beginning is a clue. Oh. I'm gonna hit myself. Okay, I'm trying to think. Sunshine, Galaxy,
I'm gonna have a look at it. I'm not gonna get it anyway.
No, you have to guess.
Is it from 3D World?
No, it's not from 3D.
It's not.
It's not from 3D.
Oh my goodness.
Odyssey?
I don't even know.
You're
this is a
saying
Mario
every
game.
single 3D
Hey,
Mario
Ruby.
game besides one.
Ruby, I don't know this
Super
one.
Mario Bros?
No, Ruby, I don't know this game. I've never heard of it in my life.
Really?
So it's not like it's a mainstream one, but it's probably not one that
It's a 3. You said it was a 3D.
You get it when you get a power up. Yeah, you hear it when you get a power up. In what 3D Mario game?
Oh, what 3D Mario?
It's one I don't know, and I know about Mario Odyssey. I know about like Mario 3D World. I know about Bowser's Fury. I know about all
Think
those
about it. What 3D Mario game have you not said yet?
Sun. I know about Mario.
I know it.
Yeah.
Not 64. Not Sunshine. Not
I
Galaxy.
didn't say not 64.
Is it 64?
It's from 64.
What?
Yeah.
Is it the It's not Wing Cap. I know it's not Wing Cap. That's a different thing.
No.
Metal Mario.
Yes! It's the
I had 100% heard it before.
it is the metallic Mario
Metallic Mario,
theme
and I had
from Mario 64.
the
So
big
that means Ruby, Lucy's the winner.
Bruh.
Ruby's
I did not
the-
go through all that painful
Ruby.
brain struggle.
You took so long to get that. Oh my goodness.
You've never heard of Super Mario 64?
No. I've never heard of Metallic Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Metallic.
Never heard of
It's
Metallic
basic.
Mario.
It's Mario.
I've
It's
heard
the
of
metal
Super Mario
cap.
64.
It's the metal cap.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. He becomes super heavy, and you can like walk into the water without like having to swim or anything, or like I don't know. It's a power up.
It's a power-up.
Anyway,
Ah.
so that was head in the game.
Yeah.
An
Did you-
absolute
Quite
mess.
a climactic finish.
Yeah. So, Ruby, you struggled actually today.
Yeah.
You really thrive sometimes.
Yeah, it's because I'm not that educated on like dates of games. I'm more educated on the lore of games.
Lore of-
And, like,
well,
fun facts.
I'm more interested in the history of video
you're the
games.
history buff. I'm the lore buff.
Yeah.
At
And
least it's
I'm,
I think-
I'm just here.
Because I don't know any law stuff, I'm
Why
going
am
to
I
mainly be
here?
focusing on history
What am I
and
doing
like
here?
history stuff and like gameplay stuff.
That would be actually a good thing for me to do. I could make a challenge time about lore and like lore of games and test
Lore of
you
games.
guys.
And I'm really bad at
Or, like,
everything to do with video games.
I just text questions about like either gameplay, stories, or like just history.
I'm
or something
better at like
relevant around the
names
game.
of games and characters in
Yeah.
games.
yeah, like
Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed today's challenge time because it was one that I just did this morning, and I didn't really put any thought into it at all.
We can
So,
tell.
I hope you liked it because, yeah.
yeah.
Thank you for everything.
Thanks for listening today.
Yes.
No worries.
Thank you for tuning in. So, thank you to us, to all of us as co-stars of
You
the
could have just
show.
said thank you to the girls or thank you to
Thank
the
you
lady.
to the girls for participating and kind of hosting while I just sunk to the floor.
He literally collapsed on the floor. It was very funny. He's
And
fine. Don't worry.
I didn't have a
For
stroke.
legal reasons, he was
He
okay.
didn't have a stroke. For legal
For legal
reasons.
reasons, that was a joke. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week. Catch up on your and the game lore over on our YouTube channel.
Plug.
Plug. And we'll see you next time.
You gotta hit the circle.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.